Good afternoon and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Sheba, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Sheba's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give her while we are working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give a correction. Correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Sheba's been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. As you can see, Sheba is seated very nicely on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first exercise they're going to demonstrate is heeling, which is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Sheba are taking off doing that now. And the command you want to use for this is Sheba heel, and then you just start walking and she will fall right in line on your left-hand side. She's been trained to walk nicely at your pace on your left-hand side without pulling ahead or lagging behind. We've also incorporated an automatic sit, as you see right there. Anytime Fred stops his feet, Sheba will sit. There's another automatic sit there. The next exercise we're going to demonstrate is a stay command. The stay is a hand and voice command. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm an inch or so from Sheba's muzzle and the one-word command to stay.
Stay.
He then walks out to the end of the training leash. This is a great exercise to build up self-control and maturity in Sheba. You want to start this one at about a minute and work your way up in increments to about 3 minutes. And when Fred returns back to Sheba, he's going to walk all the way around her, providing an added distraction as he goes behind her, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. And she remains seated throughout, and they take off heeling again. Show you a little more of the heel, the sit, and the stay. There's an automatic sit there.
Stay.
And gives her the stay again, and back out to the end of the training leash. And this time he'll demonstrate the come or the recall command instead of returning back, and call her in using her name and a nice voice. She comes in, sits right in front of him, and then we have an exercise called the finish, where Sheba heels around the back and right back to his left-hand side heel position.
Okay.
We'll demonstrate it one more time. He leaves her in the sit stay and out to the end of the training leash. Calls her in using her name, and she comes in, sits in front, and then the finish, where she'll heel around the back and get right back to his left-hand side heel position. Nicely done, and they take off heeling again. It's a good time to remind you want to practice all of your commands about 15 to 20 minutes a day to keep them fresh in Sheba's mind. You can practice inside or outside your home and just incorporate the commands into your daily routine. Now we're going to show you our down commands. The first is down from a heel position. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm straight down towards the ground and the one-word firm command to down. He then gives her a stay and out to the end of the training leash. It's another great exercise to build up self-control and maturity in Sheba. You want to start this one at about 3 minutes and work your way up in increments to about 5. And when Fred returns back to Sheba, he's going to walk all the way around her as he did on the sit stay and right back to that left-hand side heel position. She remains down throughout and then take off heeling again. I'm going to show you that down command one more time. And gives her the down and a stay and back out to the end of the training leash. And this time he'll demonstrate that come or recall command right out of the down. And she comes in, sits right in front of him, and then the finish, where she'll heel around the back and right back to his left-hand side heel position. Alright, we'll give them a second to get lined up for our final command, which will be down from a distance. And this will be the down from a distance. You're going to leave Sheba in a sit stay and walk out to the end of your training leash. This is the only time you want to use your right hand to give the command, and Fred will drop Sheba into a down at the end of the training leash. He'll then return back to her once again by walking all the way around and right back to her left-hand side, to his left-hand side. Alright, we've demonstrated for you the obedience commands that Sheba has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Sheba, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.